What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It is Cheap Not Broke. It is Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday Rant. Cheap Not Broke fam, thank you for tuning back into the channel. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Each and every subscription helps. Hit that button. All right. Hectic, but we're here. We are here. And thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Each and every subscription helps. All right, we're going to get on into it. What are we talking about tonight? Talking about the WNBA money breakdown reveal. Now, I went to a WNBA I went to a WNBA game last night, and I was able to kind of see, for myself. I was curious, what's going on with the money. How are they making the money? How are they not making the money? All this good stuff. I wanted to know what was going on. And I finally went and I was able to see. And for myself, before I get into all the stats, all the money and everything, good game. I went to see Agent Wilson and Las Vegas Aces versus the LA Sparks. Good game. It was like, 84, 85 to 69. Something like that. Decent score. Great game. I noticed, I was expecting, kind of going to NBA games, man, where are all the people? I was expecting a lot more, just people, because with the NBA game, with the NBA game, when you go to the NBA games, a whole lot of people, you gotta wait in line and all that stuff. But the WNBA game wasn't like that. Wasn't very bad at all. Able to walk in, you saw everybody walking up. I said, okay, it's quite a few people here. And then when I got in, I realized and noticed at Crypto Arena, formerly Staples Center, they have the top blocked off. So the whole top is blocked off. They didn't have any seats up there. So I said, oh, okay, cool. No problem. And then they just had the lower section open. And then that's where majority of the fans and everybody sat. While they were sitting there, was there some holes in the seats? Yeah. But it tended to seem pretty good. Crowd seemed pretty loud. Definitely sounds a little different than the NBA game for sure. And I was able to sit in section 200. I never get to sit in section 200. Not before an NBA game. Oh no, that doesn't happen. So I was able to get into section 200. It was good. It was great. But the stadium was nowhere near full. I'm like, oh yeah, even on a bad night, NBA arena is damn near 75% occupied, I would say, most of the time. At least you got people in the rafters. You got people down. So, but definitely NBA game, a lot more people. And, I just kind of wanted to realize, because you keep hearing this conversation going around. The WNBA players, ladies, should make as much as the men. Well, I didn't want to make it about men and women. I just wanted to keep it about the numbers. Let's just keep it about the money and the numbers, because that's what this is. It's about the money. The money. So let's talk about that money. So I got a breakdown of the money. How does the money look? What the money sound like? How to say? Okay. All right. Let's see. WNBA's revenue and how the league makes money using public available industry reported estimates for recent years, 23, 2024. WNBA is still growing. While the exact figures are not always disclosed, credible estimates help paint a realistic picture of the league's financials. Okay, annually they make about $200 million. They make about $200 million. Damn, some players make some players make that in the NBA. They're making the league makes that. The most significant increase in prior years is in 2019 when revenue was estimated at $60 million, but new media rights deals, sponsorships, and growing attendance, the numbers are climbing. The numbers are now about estimated 200 million. So from 60 million to 100 million, definitely double the revenue, about 3 times. 60, 12, 60, 120, 240. So almost, not quite, but almost 3 times the amount. Definitely more than double. Media rights, ESPN, ABC deal pays 25 million annually. Renewed increase from 12 million in earlier deals. Covers national broadcasts across ESPN, ABC, and ESPN2. Now, for the NFL, here's the difference. NBA. NBA is on TNT, ESPN. Where else is the NBA show? Who broadcasts NBA? Who broadcasts NBA games? Who broadcasts NBA games? Okay. ESPN, NBC Universal, Peacock, USA Network, and Amazon Prime. They play ESPN. Formerly TNT. TNT no longer. What's not in? TNT Warner Brothers. They lost national broadcasting rights under a new deal. While their new studio inside NBA will move to ESPN. TNT will no longer broadcast live NBA games in the U.S. Man, TNT. Wow. So they're going to NBC. I think games used to be on NBC. So now they're going back. They'll air, 100 games a year. But anyway, that is about the men. So I was just curious. So only ESPN shows the deals, and they're paying $25 million. Covers national broadcast competitively. The NBA receives $2.6 billion a year. So the WNBA is still small but growing. Yeah. With the League Pass, WNBA League Pass subscription service offering access to all games not nationally televised, estimated $2 to $4 million in revenue a year. $2 to $4 million. Not bad. Sponsors and partnerships. Who sponsors and partners with WNBA? Major sponsors include Nike, official outfitter, Google, AT&T, Deloitte, Gatorade, and Coinbase. Estimated annual sponsor revenue $60 to $70 million. Yeah, that's not there. The numbers are not there. Google, for example, signed a multi-year deal changemaker partnership to promote visibility. Nike provides custom uniforms and gear, increasing brand visibility. Ticket sales. WNBA ticket sales. Attendance in 2023 hit a record 1.6 million total fans. Average ticketed price around $30 to $50, with some higher for marquee teams. Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, estimated around $50 to $60 million in revenue. Yeah, and this makes sense to me. I mean, based off of the game I went to, the stadium wasn't full, and not even that. If they're charging, $30 to $50 a ticket, there's only so much you can pay. NBA games, man, you might own some games like playoffs. You're not even walking in for under $150. Not happening. I mean, look how much they could charge for courtside seats. A lot of money. And let's see. Jersey and apparel teams gear are sold online at arenas. Surge in jersey sales due to high-profile rookies Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and team success. Estimated $10 to $15 million a year in merch and revenue. International streaming and broadcast partnership. Canada's TSN. Global YouTube streaming deals. $2 to $5 million. Expansion teams. Growth. Bay Area team Golden State Valkyries play in 2025. Expansion fees can bring in $10 to $20 million a team. Adds value to the league long term, increasing market share. So I mean, based off of those numbers, they're just not making a whole lot of money. They're just not making enough money, and that's why I think that's where everything is. It's not that they don't want to pay them, because if they had that kind of money, they weren't playing them. That'd be egregious. I just don't think they have the money to pay them. They just don't have the money to pay those people. Ladies, they don't have the money to pay the ladies. The league's not generating that. And not on top of that, the league, I think it's only 44 games. The men play 82. So the men are playing twice as many games, plus the playoffs. It's just, the numbers just aren't there. They're just not there. Now, I think the ladies should get their fair share of money, absolutely. but the money's got to be there to give them. Otherwise, the league will go bankrupt, and you won't have a league if they're bankrupt. We don't want a bankrupt league. Arena revenue shared with the NBA or private owners, parking, concession stands, events like All-Star Game and season tournaments. Where the money goes? Player salaries. Player salary 2024, 1.4 million per team. 12 teams equals 17.6 million total. Team operations and travel, often subsidized or supported by the NBA or sponsors. Marketing, media production, heavy focus on recently growth and stability. Comparison to NBA. NBA revenue 2023 $10.5 billion. WNBA is roughly 2% of NBA revenue, but growing steadily. It's growing. It's growing, guys. It's growing. Viewership. But what's going on? What's growing on? Because you had Caitlin Clark, Angela Reese. They've come in, add a lot of popularity to the league. Viewership in 2024, double digits compared to 2023. Caitlin Clark's debut drew 2.1 million views, highest in 23 years. With media and fan attention increasing, revenue is expected to hit 250 to 300 million by 2026. That's a nice jump. So for them to come up from 60 million, 200 million, 300 million, that's not bad. So they're moving pretty quickly. So like I said, a couple years ago, WNBA made 60 million. Now they're at 200 million. And they're on their way to 300 million. So I'm pretty sure if they keep going up in the next 10 years, they can probably hit $1 billion. Yeah. I mean, they're not going to catch the NBA. You started later. You're not going to catch up to them no time soon. But as long as the league is increasingly growing, more people are watching, they can make some more money. So, it is what it is. I mean, think about it. What the WNBA is making now, the NBA was making probably in the 60s, 70s, something like that. I don't know. Somewhere around that time. It just depends on the time that you get in. I'm sure if you get in WNBA 15 years from now, money going to be great. Lot better money. I'm sure. NFL, money keep going on up and up and up. What you get now is not what you were getting in the 2010s, 2005. You weren't getting that money. Now you're getting it now. So it just all depends on the time that you get in the game. Like the league was 60 million a couple years ago. Now it's at 200. So if you're in the league 2010, it just wasn't the time. It just wasn't your time. You just kind of missed that time, which is okay, no problem. Hey, hello, son. Hey, mom. Thank you for watching. But yeah, it's just how it goes. So, let's see. Salary structure. Now, like I said, team salary cap is $1.5,700,100 per team. Standard minimums, $66,000 for players, 0 to 2 years of experience. $66,000? 78,831 for players with 3+ years. Maximum salaries, regular salaries, $214,466. Supermax, $249,244. $249,244. Eligible based on tenure and extension. Average player salary roughly $147,000 in 2025, up from $113K in 2023. So not bad. You make about extra 113, 123, 33, 43. Okay, you make about extra. What about 13? About 20%. That's not bad. Top earners for highest base salaries. Let's see. According to multiple sources, these are some of the top paid players in 2025. Jackie Young, Las Vegas Aces, $252,000. Kelsey Mitchell, Indiana Fever, $249,000. Jewel Lloyd, Storm, $245,000. Kalia Cooper. Kalia Cooper Mercury, 249,000. Elisa Thomas, 215. Natasha Howard, 214. And Brittany Griner, she's making. Oh, let's see how much she's making. How much is Brittany Griner making? 215. Not bad. So, they're getting the money. They're getting some money. Of course, not NBA money. Let's see. Supermax Elite, 249,000. So these are the elite players. Breonna Jones, Brittany Griner, Orlando Dream, 214,000. Okay. So you could be in the NBA. You could be in the WNBA making $66,000. That's like regular job money. Shit, you're making. That's not a lot of money at all. To be playing a professional sport and making $66,000? Hell no. That's not a lot of money at all. Terrible. Awful. Pennies on the dollar. I don't know what to say about that. That is awful to be making that kind of money. But it is what it is. It's unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate. But yeah. Oh yeah. Also, they had a situation in the WNBA. Somebody threw a sex toy, a green dildo, on the court last night. Oh man, that was wild. At the Atlanta Dream game. Sure did. And I can see why they did that. Because I saw a lot of the more masculine LGBT ladies there. A lot of the studs there. Dyke studs, whatever you want to call them. They know who they are. They are the ones that wear the dicky pants. Those girls. I saw a lot of them at the game last night. And that's probably the one who threw it on the floor. Why would you bring that to the game? What are y'all planning to do? Why would that even be at the game in the first place? But I guess it's not metal. You wouldn't even know it. You got to be a nasty somebody to throw that on the floor. But yeah, this is definitely wild, inappropriate. They shouldn't have did that. I don't know why they did that. But I did see that was a large majority. Some of the LGBT ladies was a large population of the crowd. A lot of those ladies were in the crowd. So I mean, that seems to be a large portion of their fan base who comes out. Didn't see very men. It seemed a lot of women there, mostly women. But it was a nice game. I enjoyed myself. I would definitely go back, especially for where we sat with the tickets. It was nice. I would definitely go back and do it again. So I definitely enjoyed going to the game, seeing the ladies play, do their thing, ball. No dunks. Nobody dunked on each other, but that's okay. It was still a good game. They're very highly, supremely skilled. I wouldn't play none of them. No thanks. And, I hope they keep the support. I hope they keep getting the support they need to keep growing the league and making more money. Because these ladies want to get paid. They're working hard, trying to keep themselves healthy, busting their ass. They want to keep making the money. I think that's why a lot of some of the ladies that are in college, playing college ball, they stay for the NIL money. NIL money is better than the WNBA money. So you know what? I'm going to stick around here and get this money. Nothing wrong with that. I see no problems there. I see no harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are running super late tonight. This is the Wednesday rant. And I hope you're a fan and you enjoy the content that we put out over here on Cheap Not Broke. And why am I talking about this? Because it's a rant, and I just want to talk about the unfairness. What I'm not going to say is unfair. As you heard the numbers, the league is just not making that kind of money to pay those kind of salaries. The league is only making $200 million, period. But they're paying $249,000 salaries, which is not bad. I mean, hopefully they'll get to a point where they can get the minimum salary be to $1 million, a cool $1 million or $2 million. That'd be great. But it's not happening right now, but I'm sure it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So if you haven't, go support the WNBA in your city, your town, your state. Go support them. Show the ladies some love. They have tremendous skill. Great time. I enjoyed. I'll definitely go back. And, yeah, that's what it is. So, you heard the numbers here first. The WNBA, if you go look up the numbers, they're on grossing $200 million annually total. with the NBA, 10.5 billion, and it's still climbing. Still climbing. So, it is. That's why it is what it is, and you see what you see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got an abbreviated show tonight because I got to do the comedies. I got to go back on it. Got a show tonight, so I got to go get to my show. But I had to get on here late, but that's okay. We're still here. We're small, but we mighty, and I appreciate everybody coming on. We're gonna be back on tomorrow night. More show on time, more topic, more cheap, not broke. Live life at your price. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back on tomorrow, Wednesday night. Thank you, and you all take care.